ladies and gentlemen, within the next 48 hours, we're getting hit with a hurricane.
A dangerous Category 5 hurricane is moving towards the Hawaiian Islands.
The winds are at 160 miles per hour. It's a Cat 5.
Monster hurricane.
It could have a devastating impact.
This could be the first hurricane to make landfall in Hawaii in nearly 3 decades.
The latest forecast shows the powerful Category 5 storm making a turn toward the islands, bringing heavy rain, strong winds, and a potentially deadly storm surge.
Everything I used to dream being real right now, now. If it wasn't working, I'ma work it out, yeah. I keep on going till the lights go down, yeah. Till the lights go. Everybody wanna make millions, but not everybody been working. Everybody know they got brilliance, but not everybody been searching. Everybody rap about money.
So, because there's a massive hurricane, currently Category 4, heading our way, we're not taking the company car to work. We're taking the truck. Alright guys, I can't remember where I left off, but it's been an interesting day so far. So far, the hurricane has actually shifted east a little bit. So it's currently 100 miles west of Big Island, but the forecast was supposed to take it north-northwest, kind of going along the chain of the islands, but not making a direct hit on any specific island. So what's happened in the last, call it 10 hours, the hurricane has actually shifted east a little bit, which is not a good thing. The further east it shifts, the more likely it's going to nail Oahu. So guess where we are now? We are now at Lowe's. If you can tell, way over there. We got to pick up some wood because I got to board up my windows now. We are expecting anywhere between 75 mile an hour winds to gusts up to say 130, 140 miles an hour. And my windows ain't very thick. So we're gonna grab some wood. We're gonna board up tonight just to be safe. And again, we're not gonna see these significant impacts probably until late tomorrow or overnight on Friday night. So let's go in Lowe's and pick up some wood. So of course, as I'm leaving the truck, you can't hear this. We got sirens going off. And on top of that, you know, last time I had one of these emergency alerts, it said inbound ballistic missile. So I guess this is a step up from a ballistic missile threat. It's extremely dangerous winds and flooding possible. Leave area if threatened. So if there's flooding, if there's really, really strong winds, I guess I gotta leave the area. Let's go in Lowe's, pick up some wood, board up my windows because we got sirens going off, we got emergency alerts coming in on my phone. Today just keeps getting better and better. All right, we now interrupt this hurricane message with KFC. Chicken! Literally the only place still open because everybody closed early. You want some KFC? Get some chicken.
Coming straight down the pipe. A couple of things we do know is the bugger is big, the bugger is mean, and the bugger is close. It's gonna bring a lot of rain, so make sure you guys grab your umbrella for the next couple of days.
We need hurricanes to come more often. I've never seen the roads this empty. This is nice. No traffic. Just get on it. Oh geez, there's no one. Guys, it's rush hour right now. This is rush hour traffic. I wish it was like this every day. We got a bus.
Bus.
Or bus. All right, so it's been an interesting day so far. A long day so far. We got the wood, we're gonna board up the windows, and now we need sandbags. But sandbags are sold out everywhere. So we're improvising. We're going to an undisclosed location to purchase sandbags. So let's do it. Ooh, she riding low. I'm not gonna say why she's riding low, but if I lowered my truck, that's what it would look like. So we got our sandbags purchased legally, of course. Now we're gonna unload them. All right, guys, We got wood to board up the windows, all ready to go there. We got sandbags, not mentioning how we got them, but we have them. Sandbags are in the bed of the truck. My buddy's all set to go as well. So, let's rest tonight, cross our fingers, hope for the best. Hopefully that Hurricane Lane keeps turning west. But if not, I think we're prepared. So, have a good night, and we'll see you in just a second. Alright guys, it's been a day. It's now Friday afternoon, and it's been kind of an agonizing day, to be honest. So last night we were expecting kind of the outskirts of Hurricane Lane to start brushing the island of Oahu. But what really happened last night is the hurricane slowed. It was moving at a rate of like 15 miles an hour. We were expecting it last night going into today, which is Friday. Now what really happened is it slowed to 2 miles an hour. 2 miles an hour. So it's essentially just sitting in place, hovering about 150 miles west of the Big Island. And us on Oahu, we're just kind of sitting, waiting, and bracing for impact. Last night we had wind gusts of up to, I'd say, 40 to 50 miles an hour. Nothing too damaging. You know, most trees did make it through the night. There are several tree limbs down, but nothing substantially beat to death. You can see across the street, we got trees blowing in the wind right now. It's still windy, and the hurricane is actually, since it's sitting, not moving, the wind shear, or the normal trade winds, are actually kind of helping it to collapse in on itself, which has been decreased from a category 4 to a 3 to a 2, and in the latest update, it's now a category 1 hurricane. So we're kind of in the clear. Not completely in the clear, but we're not gonna die. So that's nice to hear, but we still have the threat of water. There's a lot of water, and with it moving 2 miles an hour, there's a huge chance for it to dump a massive amount of water, and flooding will be imminent. So we're gonna take a quick run to see something at a grocery store quick. Safeway, I believe, is the only grocery store open right now. The rest of Hawaii is down. We actually did down all the routes last night going into today for my company, for safety's sake. So right now, weather check. We've had overcast skies. Again, it is windy, but nothing too bad. It might get interesting tonight. Again, it's moving very slowly, but still in that northward trek. Actually, the last update, it shifted northeast. It's actually heading towards Maui right now. But most likely what will happen over the next, say, 12 hours is the wind shear, or the easterly trades, will continue to push it west, which is going to be more aimed towards Oahu, and it might brush the south side of Oahu, but only time will tell. So we will update you guys here in a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a miracle of the last 24 hours. We're alive. We're going to continue to be alive because Hurricane Lane has done a complete U-turn, has dissipated to a tropical storm, and we're in the clear. Really what happened is kind of unheard of. Within 24 hours, Hurricane Lane went from a category 4 to a 3 to a 2 to a 1. And not even that, it went down to a tropical storm. So category 4 to a tropical storm within 24 hours, completely unheard of. And to be honest, we are bracing for impact. It was taking a direct beeline straight for the island, straight for Oahu. We had plywood ready to go. We were about to board up the house. I had 1,200 pounds of sandbags ready to pack in, and it really wasn't a fun week, but we are happy to say we are alive. So since we are alive, we're going to go ahead and do a little work on the truck because it is Saturday. It is not raining, but it is really cloudy. But since it is Saturday, really only have one day a week to work on this thing, so we're gonna swap these old ugly halogen bulbs for LEDs. So let's go ahead and start that. We're gonna rip these things out. I've pulled these out 3 times now, so I should be pretty quick about this. The thing is with the halogens, obviously these are aftermarket headlights. So the stock bulb or stock halogen bulb didn't fit. It's not the stock, it's actually an H1 type bulb. So when I ordered the LEDs, I was not sure if it's gonna fit. I'm not even sure right now if it's even gonna fit in here. So I ordered some cheap ones just to make sure it does fit. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull all this off, pull out the old halogen, and cross my fingers that this new LED is gonna work in here. So let's do that. First off, I've had several questions about these headlamps. These are Spider headlamps. All the details on this and actually the full install and reveal video is on the channel. I'll put it right there in that link, so go check that out if you want to know more about these headlamps. What we are doing is going to swap this projector halogen headlamp for an LED. So the headlamp itself, it's good quality. Been happy with it so far. I don't know how exactly long I've had it on there, maybe 2 months, guessing. But what we're gonna do is swap out the actual halogen for an LED. So the actual type of bulb that's in here is an H1 type bulb. Very basic, kind of old school type halogen bulb. So I'm really hoping that this LED that I've ordered is gonna work. One other thing we're actually gonna do while this is out, I'm gonna run my daytime running light on a different hot lead. So what I have right now, I have these daytime running lamps connected to the park lamp. So basically at night, when I turn my headlamps on and the park lamps come on automatically, the daytime running lights are illuminated. But during the day, just regular daily driving, only the real daytime running light is running, which is the halogen. So I don't really like that look. So what I'm going to do is actually hook these daytime running lights to the actual headlights. So whenever the truck is running, no matter what, these are on. So here we have the H1 style halogen bulb. This comes stock with the Spider headlamp. Now I'm going to show you what we are replacing this with. Okay, so here we have the replacement LED headlamp bulb. S&D, I think, is the brand. Again, this is just a quick, cheap brand. I want to make sure this fits in that assembly before I go spending a lot of dollars on a good quality bulb. So let's go ahead and open this up and cross my fingers this is gonna work in the headlamp. So here we have the replacement for that little halogen. So let's look at the size difference real quick. I'm getting kind of nervous. I don't know if this is gonna fit. All right, so this is what's coming out. This is what's going in. That's a big difference. I don't know if this is gonna fit. All right, guys. Oh, I am sweating like crazy. It is hot, it is humid. That hurricane didn't really help our weather too much. But I don't know how the heck I did this. I made it work. Dozens of screwdrivers, cutters, whatever it took to get there. The H1 LED bulb is installed, it's secure, it's good to go. We're gonna hook it all up. If it works correctly, I'm gonna show you exactly what I did on the other side. So this just goes to say that you can't win them all. What I'm talking about is the LED light, I installed it on the driver's side. What happened, it does not physically fit within the constraints of this housing area. So that bronze colored thing right there, that's the fan on the back of the LED light. What's happening is it is making contact with that brace for my front bumper. So right there, so you see the screw, you see the fan, and it is not at all straight. So I thought I could make it work by doing that, but all that is doing is actually pushing the projector headlamp way out this way. So basically, if I were to do both headlamps, I would have light on this side of the road and that side of the road, but nothing really in between. That's not what you want. So these LED lights look absolutely fantastic. I am really disappointed because it actually matches finally the daytime running lamp. So it's an ultra white and an ultra white LED light. But again, unfortunately, she don't fit. So I'm really disappointed, to be honest, but you can't win them all. So I'm pulling this back out. I'm gonna install the old halogen light for now. But we did make progress today. The progress we made, we hooked up the daytime running lamps to the actual headlights. So these will be on all the time when the truck is running versus before it was only on when the parking lamps are on. But I gotta figure out another option. If any of you know of a low profile LED headlamp, H1 technically being the one I need, please comment below, let me know what it is, because I really don't know kind of what to do at this point. The fan at the back of the LEDs just don't work. I don't know, maybe I go HID, go back to halogen, which I don't want to do, which I have to do. So if you know the right answer, please comment below, let me know what to do on this. But man, that looks so good. I'm really disappointed I can't do that. Look how bright that is. Check out the brightness there against the wall. Obviously LED and then halogen. I hate working backwards, but let's pull this thing out, pull off the other headlamp, hook it up how I want it, but we're going back to halogen for now. Today just keeps getting better and better. Why are you not working? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is later tonight. We had to go run groceries because I was taking absolutely forever on the truck. We figured out the wiring gremlins, the electrical problems are done with. We fixed it. Time to hook everything back up and put it back together for the last time. And we are done for the night. Unfortunately, we were not able to utilize those LED headlamps to replace the halogens on these projectors just because of the size of the backing. They would not fit within the front bumper, and it created a huge issue with the headlamp actually going back in. I tried to rig it up, try to make it work, but unfortunately it didn't. So halogens are back in. We're gonna fast forward to morning. Let's back the truck in for the night, and we'll see you guys first thing in the morning. All right, you guys, so I know I said we'll fast forward to the next morning, but in all honesty, it's actually been about a week and a half. So we had the hurricane, which you kind of witnessed live. And then getting back to work, I was already a day behind with the hurricane scare and being out of the office. And on top of that, we had some pretty substantial negotiations to go through, which we figured out, finally done. I can finally focus back or have some time to look back at this. Now, honestly, I've been going back and forth thinking if I should even make a video out of this, because essentially what happened was we bought a part, it didn't fit, didn't work. But that's the reality of modifications, especially when you modify a modification. These spider headlamps not being stock, I went back and tried to put in a part which it wasn't meant for, and it didn't work. We did make progress. We hooked up the daytime running lamps to the actual headlamps, so they are on during the day. And then the other part of the video was essentially a hurricane that never happened. Thank heaven that didn't hit, because this good old house, I'm sure, would not have withstood a hurricane category 5, and it's not like we can pack up the truck and go drive north and be safe. We're on an island. With that being said, we're gonna be closing this video out. I'm gonna make a video for you guys. I need some content for you. It's been a few weeks, but there is more coming up. We have parts lining up inside. We have parts on the way for the truck. We have more coming out soon. We have a potential sponsorship coming up as well. So that being said, you guys have a great night. Aloha, and we will see you next time.